All right, you guys, this is Javi. Hang on one second. Javi is by a PRE stallion, which is a true Andalusian, like a true full-blood Andalusian stallion. And he's out of a thoroughbred. It said American warm-blood thoroughbred type mare. Whoa. Him the baby. He's supposed to just be turning 4 years old. So he is just a coming 4-year-old. He's had about 3 weeks. Has it been 3 weeks now? You rode him last, so it's been 3 weeks. He's had 3 weeks of quarantine. We just tried to worm him, turn him out, and just kind of let him fill back up and just make sure that this horse has stayed sound for our customers. Make sure that this horse is not something that's going to be naughty, you know, with a little time off. He is just a 4-year-old. But this horse is going to be a fantastic English prospect. Or I think that he would really work for somebody that just even wanted to ride Western, but just needed a big, solid made horse. So he is half Andalusian, or he's half pre, which is a purebred. And then he's half like thoroughbred-y American warm blood. Now, if you guys are looking for an English prospect that is lightly started under saddle, this is a fantastic option for you because I'm shocked. I mean, he's had 3 weeks off. We feed grain. He's just been outside. Nobody's been riding him and stepped on him, and he has no buck. He has no stupid to him. This horse is just ready for somebody to start doing the dry work, to start kind of helping him to just frame up, get a little bit more, you know, a little more broke at the pole. But those things are the simple part. Like, once you know you can get on them and they don't have any buck or rear up and they're not trying to hurt you, it opens the door for so many of you amateur riders that can't ride every day, but you want a young, sound prospect. This is a really good option for you, because what you know is when you go to the barn, if you can only go a couple of days a week, you don't have a young horse that's going to get fresh and stupid on you. There we go. He's wanting to soften up and break at the pole. Thank you so much, Lacey. You guys, please make sure that you like, comment, and share these videos. If you guys know anybody that is an amateur rider looking for a really nice young, just coming 4-year-old, sound, very, very, very sound Andalusian cross, something that maybe they can, you know, do some dressage on, or even maybe could make a nice eventing horse for an amateur rider. This horse has a lot of ability. I've seen some people take some Andalusian crosses and jump. But I also think he would be a nice trail horse for somebody. So if you ride English and Western and you know, want a horse you can do both on, this is a great candidate. He's wanting to get soft and break at the pole. He just doesn't know. That's where he's at. He's perfect for that amateur that when they were less busy in life, you know, had the ability to train one, and now you're busy. You can't ride every day. You want a solid, young, sound horse that you can put your own handle on, you can put your own time into. So he is perfect. There are so many amateurs that reach out to me and they want a young horse with no buck, with no ugly. And this is him. He's a little better than Greenbroke. He's had lots of rides. He just hasn't had the fancy parts done, is what I feel like from being around him. And if he hasn't had lots of rides, it speaks volumes for his character, because he's very quiet. And again, Tylen, when you saddled him in the barn, he acted a little Andalusian. Some of these Spanish bred horses can be a little bit snorty. He said when he first tied him up, did he set back or anything, or no? He just snorted at you a little bit. He was just leery, but he didn't set back. And then Tylen cinched him up and walked him right out here and stepped on him. And this is what you see. So this isn't a horse, we have not lunged him. This isn't a horse that's been rode down. So again, I reiterate that I really think that there's an amateur out there that needs a young prospect that you can put the buttons on. You know, you don't have the money maybe to go buy the $30,000 horse already going. So you need a horse for $5,000. And you can do the hard part, but you need one that you can ride just a couple days a week with, that's not going to buck you off. I wouldn't be scared to ride him. He doesn't have any, I mean, I think he's something I can probably start exercising and enjoy, because he doesn't scare me. But I wasn't in the barn when Tylen saddled him, and he did say that he kind of acted leery, but he said he didn't set back. So right there, I mean, he wants to be soft, and he wants to kind of have some little bit of foot action, you know, like he wants to be a little bit. He's a big horse. I know that. You guys have to remember, I'm standing all the way up this hill, and Tylen is just about 6 foot. This is a big, big 4-year-old. So he's something that when you get him home and you start working with him every day, you can teach him everything he needs to know. He's just ready to start working on a headset and just framing up a little bit, just getting more broke at the pole, softening up. But he's had some rides, and he probably would be fantastic if you just wanted to trail ride. He probably would love a trail riding home that feeds lots of cookies, and the thing that I like is he doesn't freshen up and take advantage. A lot of you ladies have a surcingle and like the Pessoa lunging system. I mean, there's so many things you can do at home to get this horse and his headset just a little bit better. That won't take a lot of work, and it won't take any money. It'll just take a little bit of time. And even with the way he is, it's not like his headset is bad. I mean, he's not a goosenecked horse. He's trying to be really good. He has not loped him yet. Sorry, Barbara. He has not loped him yet. But I do like that he can just walk around on a loose rein, and he's not trying to be naughty. He does have a big, big lope, you guys. He has a big, big solid lope. You can tell he's a little green in the lope, but like he's not going to run off with you, and he's definitely not going to buck. So that's a very nice thing to know, that he's a horse that you can walk, you can trot, you can lope. He's not explosive. He's not looking at everything to be scared of and try to get out from under you. He's just a nice young horse that's a little bit green, but gentle. Green, but very gentle. And truthfully, I don't think he's as green. I think somebody's put rides on him. I just think they haven't put much of a handle, much of like a little bit finer buttons on him. He is a fantastic horse, you guys, and this is Javi, and he is a just turned 4-year-old. I went back and pulled all of his paperwork. He's a just turned 4-year-old, and his sire is a PRE, which is a purebred Andalusian, purebred Spanish horse, and his dam is a Thoroughbred Cross mare. You know, Tylen, he would take nothing to keep going. We are going to put this horse in the barn, and I just want to warn everybody, you know what happens, like Tylen's time is not free. So we're going to put this horse in the barn, and when we get back after this weekend, this is a horse that I think that it wouldn't take very long to have him riding around. I mean, I'd rather have one like him than some of the others, because one thing about it, he's not going to buck us off. We're not getting bucked off. Oh, that's nice, sir. Did you guys see that? A little bit of a neck rein there? Look at that. Yes, sir. Somebody's put some rides on him. They just didn't put a fancy job on him. They did a good job. What I like about him is that when you step in the stirrup, he's not afraid of you. Nobody's been mean to this horse or punished him. Or I love that some people might not do the best job, but they didn't hurt anything. Sometimes we get one that somebody's tried to put too much of a handle on you guys, and they'll get mad and maybe are trying to do things that they don't know how to do. And we get some horses in here that are frustrated, some young horses that end up here because they're just a little frustrated. They don't understand. And whoever's been riding this horse did a good job of just having quiet, just he's quiet. And right there, wanting to turn around really soft in Tylen's hand. And his lope is beautiful. He just needs to be more collected. I mean, you can tell when you ask him to lope that that's probably the second time he's been asked to lope since last time you rode him. Like, that's all the loping this horse has had. He's not going to blow up or get out from under you, but he sure doesn't know how to go fast yet. He is a fantastic project for someone. All right, you guys, this is Javi, and Javi is a just turned 4-year-old. He will remain at the price that he's advertised at as a 4-year-old sound, half Andalusian, half Thoroughbred Cross. But just know that in the coming days, that price will not remain the same. And that's part of it, because this is a horse that somebody will really, really value with just a little bit more riding time on him. So if you're an amateur rider or even a professional rider, I think this is probably what you should snatch up. And it won't take Tylen any time at all to have him just being fantastic. And can you imagine what he's going to be when he's a full-blown adult, he's a colt right now, and he's in that kind of colty stage, like that awkward, man, when this is a full-blown big horse, he's going to be unbelievable to look at. He wants to get soft. He's like, I think I'm getting it. He's starting to get it. He's starting to get the concept. He has like very crossbred hair. Like he wants to have a lot of mane and tail, like really thick, but you can tell it's got a little thoroughbred substance to it. Like it's not the massive, it's very thick, but it's not those individual massive hairs. So he's going to have beautiful hair when somebody gets him on some Hoof RX. That's a good product to grow mane and tail. He's a sound, solid young horse. So make sure you guys check him out. I would love to find him a home this weekend. All right, you guys, on to the next one. Loads of potential for sure.